everybody. It is Friday night, time for Guitar Safari, and that is Seth.
Whoa. Well, yeah, and that is Charles.
Well, how you doing?
Man, I don't know. I don't even know how I'm doing anymore.
Okay, so I have to tell my wife that
Look
she
this
not
way
watch
to
this
the
video. I just show later on. Just no way. I'm going to be so in
It's
trouble.
weird. It feels like I need to look the other way. But apparently, it's this way to look at Charles. It feels completely counterintuitive, but I just got to remember Charles, you are my soldering station.
Okay. Well, I will. I can do that. I can be a solder.
Why not, man? Hey, can you solder that for me real quick?
I will unlock my inner solder ability.
Hey, that gun used to belong to Bill Bartolini.
And
that's a cool fucking soldering gun, isn't it? I mean,
so
talk about a cool historical. And then you can dial it in right to the exact number, and every time it makes me solder better, I'm sure. But rumor is he wasn't the best solder. Just you solder with.
You muted yourself.
I kicked off my whole damn unit because it got caught to my foot.
There you go. Well, it's I could have muted you, but it was would have been more fun for me. But
I'd have been like, Murr. Oh, Murr. Come on, Murr. Murr.
Well, you know what? Let's see who we've got in the chat before we get into our topic here.
Why don't we see?
Let's go through it a little bit quicker, I think. We'll see how quickly we
go. Nope. Not if I have anything to do with it.
All right, so I'm going to start anyway. So first in chat, Herb of Fireside Studio, who had
what up, Herb? What up, dude?
Last week, so I was like, just awesome video on the pacer.
Yep. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Herb's the man, and I always get their Easter eggs that I never get.
There you go. And followed by Cushman NYC. And Michael Krause who says, "Do we got to come clean too? This could get really ugly, really fast." Well, we'll leave it to you to decide. Okay.
What would be fun would be to total up the total number of what the current community has tonight. Like if somebody would have to go back through the replay zone, but if we all throw up a number, they could get an idea of what our community. We hold power. We wield the power of many strings.
That's the idea behind it, anyway.
Right.
And Dave Chase is saying, "Hello, Charles. Hello, Seth." He says he couldn't wait for the show to go ahead.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Couldn't wait to hang out with y'all guys.
And we got Patrick Trice saying, "Happy Friday, everyone."
PT, the way it should be. You can hang out with him, or you can hang out with me, and that's why I'm alone. Sorry.
Love it. And we got all the Paul McNary.
Yeah, I love it. Cats. They're a good species of animals in general.
I can tell you Paul is in a good mood tonight because he is in the chat saying hello to everybody.
We appreciate that. People like it when you say hello. In general, like kids feel awkward. 9th graders feel real awkward when you say hello to them, but you say hello and then you make it extra awkward. Hello.
Of course, we got Cushman NYC, who I missed earlier in the chat. Just kind of remembered in my mind.
Maybe getting a little senile. It's okay.
Yeah, I am. I've got all kinds of issues. It's just we're not even trying.
With that said,
okay, and of course, the man with the coolest avatar ever. I'm just saying, time surfing alien. Love it.
We are the aliens. We are the aliens. We are the people.
And he's saying he's got more stands than he has guitars, and he needs to remedy that.
You got to fill him up. I tell the youngsters that play guitar when they're moving in with their girlfriend or whatever I was like, get a bunch of empty cases because they're not going to check on the way in, right? And you can fill them up. Those are my guitars. Yeah, I know. I got a lot. I got 20 of them. Well, you had 10 and you had 10 cases because you were wise, because you knew that things would grow and you just bought yourself some time before you have to. You know what my wife wants me to do for my birthday, Charles? I'm turning 50 in October.
What
she wants me to go to Mexico, which sounds okay, but guess what I don't want to do? I don't want to go to Mexico. And
Is her plan to steal your passport and leave you there?
Well, that's one of the things. I don't want to have to rush to get my passport renewed because it's expired since COVID. Anyway, so you know what I really want for my birthday? It's embarrassing. I want a guitar.
Oh, I thought you were going to say easy bake oven, but okay.
No, but I mean, all the things out of all the things, and I really truly like soul searched. I was like, one of the things I did bring up, I was like, I want to go to Kelly Slater Surf Ranch and ride a couple of those waves because I always dreamed since I was a little kid they're gonna make a perfect wave in a pool. I know they're gonna do it, and they did it in my lifetime. The problem is, can't afford it. 10 grand to go do that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, it's ridiculous. Is like I was there, like when everywhere is like, dude, you think we can do it? And I was like, you can do it. Trust me, your rich dad can do it. I gave them that belief. I told them they could do it, and now they won't let me come play. It's messed up, Kelly.
Because they don't want to.
I'm not mad at Kelly. It's not him personally. Actually, you know what? Guess who plays guitar, Charles? Kelly Slater plays guitar.
Of course, why not? Of course.
Kelly Slater. So I was like, I'll give you a guitar, dude. I need to give him 10, apparently, to get down there for one day. Jesus. All right, I'm sorry. Where were we?
We're here with Wayne McConnell, who says, there's just so many guitars, he stopped counting. He doesn't count. It's he thinks himself as a guitar lover. So, it's good. But let's see who else we've got. We got Ferd Burfels made his way in. He's saying hello to Paul and Michael.
What up, Ferd?
McCollum Matt from McCollum Music is here. Matt, check your email. I sent you an email earlier today.
I heard a heavy metal song earlier today. The Ferd. The Ferd is the word. It's the Ferd. The Ferd is the word.
I love it. I love this avatar.
Death metal. It was the Ferd is the word. It's some kind of cover.
Hey, and there he is. Everyone's favorite musical all, Ryan Hall.
That's a homie.
You gotta love it.
I hit my chest too hard, Charles.
Well,
sounds like palpitations.
And hello there to Hip Metalworks. And he says the place is packed. Well, let's hope so. We're doing all right. 29, and we're only 7 minutes in.
Yeah, I think he was talking about his guitar collection.
But that's all right. Sorry.
I think he was talking about his guitar. The place is packed, meaning he's got a lot of guitars.
Oh, it could be. Could be.
Do you know how? Can anybody want to guess in our chat how many guitars I've had in the Geo Metro at one time? It'll blow your mind. In the $750 Geo Metro, how many guitars do you think I've had in that car at one time, Charles?
At one time?
Mind you, it's a hatchback. And the back seats go down. The back seat folds down, and it's about the size of a little Honda. And then the front seat, if you're not occupying it, you can also fold that down and stuff.
I'm going with 23.
More. 23, because we're talking 3-dimensional space. 23, you're up like to the level, but you still got more space. You still got this much space at 20.
Yeah, I was just being, conservative. Wasn't about how much you could actually.
No, because we're going you have to go about 30% gig bags. They're on top. Most of them are hard shell case, and you build yourself, you build yourself in responsibly.
75?
No, it was less than that. I like the high low. I do like the high low though, but less than 75 because that would have been because I don't think I could have even driven with. I think it was around 40. That was my max that ever went in there. 30. Yeah, good guess. Hip, very close. Yeah.
Michael D Live is here in the chat saying hello, and he's going to increase my guitar count.
Oh, Michael B is?
Yeah, he's sending me a project to go ahead and tear apart and do stuff with. It'd be good.
That's great. That's cool. But can you count it as yours? Yeah, for a while. Why not?
No, it is coming to stay, not to come and go.
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of Michael B. Live. Michael B. Cool.
Michael B. Very cool and giving a Gretsch, and so it'd be nice.
Oh, what a thing! Yeah. Well, you're gonna cloth top it or something?
Yeah.
I like that idea.
And Michael and I are gonna go ahead and partner up on it, and he's gonna help me decide what goes on it, and get him involved in the videos, and he can critique the work. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's fun. That's super fun. I saw in the chat that
somebody said, as well, and he wants to know, what are you drinking tonight, Seth? You got a drink there with you? What are you working on? He's got IPA here.
Love hazy.
And I was drinking a St. Arnold's root beer made in a beer brewery in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, nice. So it's the real deal. It ain't no fake stuff. It's the real. It's like
it is a root beer. It is not an alcoholic root beer, but it is made in a beer factory.
Right. Yeah, I decided I'm not drinking during the week, but I don't work tomorrow. I'm having a beer tonight. Why not?
Want to say hello there to Blue Mox.
What up, Blue Mox?
I dig his avatar more every time I look at it too.
Blue Mox said just a moment ago, I know I'm ahead of you, but it's the same. Oh, wait. Anyway, Blue Mox said that it's a Jenga of guitars, and it was a Jenga of guitars, which I've done. Like big cases in, and then build on that with the other ones, and then if you have the guitar-shaped ones, you can put them both ways, and oh, yeah.
Let's see, who else do we have here? We got Mark's Gas Station.
What up, Mark?
Saying good evening.
Yeah.
We have Ryan Hall talking to everybody in the chat.
Ryan Hall, y'all. Mm-hmm.
And Vox Guitar Rocks is saying howdy.
What up, Vox? What's crack-a-lacking? Anybody popping out their numbers, telling us how many?
I'm ignoring that particular information at this time.
Oh, okay. All right. Get it. We're keeping it confidential. We're not, because mind you, this is on the internet.
We want to say hello there to Ryan, OU812.
Let's forget that. What up? Well, hold on. Gosh darn it. Let me put this down. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
OU812.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's kind of demonic. I don't know if I like the evil.
Hello there, Bo. How you doing?
I dialed it in demonic tonight.
PC Rich 581 saying shalom.
What up, BC?
And that Martian Murray guy has kind of snuck his way in as well.
Nice. Whoever brought up last week had reminded, the forgetful Presley, the Ed Roman thing. Thank you for that. Because that, I went and I looked up a couple videos on that whole situation. That's hilarious. That was such a cool guitar shop. I wish I would have worked there back in the day.
Well, Christopher Lifestyle is here, and he says, welcome to Jungle Safari. He owns one guitar, Fender.
Nice. Well, dude, that's all you need.
I'm wondering if that's a collective one, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I only have one guitar, a Fender.
I'm saying all his guitars are Fenders?
Oh, a Fender. Okay. I get it. I have one guitar.
A Fender. They're all Fender.
I get it. Fenders are cool. I like Fenders. They're smart. Oh, you be quiet, you dog.
And then that Ben Coombs guy's here too.
What the heck? Right on, Ben.
Yep. Steve Rezer is here. Hello, Steve. How you doing?
What up, Steve? Dang, he's got all the ats. I just need to copy that.
He's talking to everybody.
Oh yeah, that's great.
All right, there he is. Been looking for him all night. Zach Thong is here.
What up, Zach?
We can log off now. He's here.
Right?
We're done.
Well, I mean, did you actually count your deal? Did you count all of them? Do you think you're accurate, or do you think there's floaters?
I'm spot on.
I think I'm not spot on. Oh, I know I'm not spot on because there's a guitar in that case right there that I didn't count. And I didn't even open the closet because I sold most of the ones in the closet. I'm not counting the Myrrh because the Myrrh, I'm just going to the Myrrh is done.
The Myrrh is done?
I'm not going to put that thing back on there again and try to sell it again. That's just not right. It literally broke a 16th of an inch away from where it had previously broke. That thing. It's not going to, nope, not doing it.
All right. So I think we're just about there.
What? All right. Finally.
We got all the names. So
all right. I could have drugged that out much longer.
I am well aware. Thank you.
We could have gone 40 minutes on that with all the people in here. We're gonna have to run 2 hours. We're gonna start to say Guitar Safari 2-hour edition from now on because fucking Presley says hi to everybody. Well, you know what? You want to make your day go by fast? You start saying hi to people at one side of school, and by the time you walk to the other, it's the end of school. Done. Didn't even do anything. Didn't even sit down.
Oh, 812 say, we're going to force him to count because he doesn't know.
Ooh, yeah, he might have to have a calculator.
Ben's in agreement. And Bo says, Bo will tell you He doesn't know how many he has, but his daughter does. So,
well, she keeps track.
There's a whole inventory system. Yeah.
Right. Totally.
All right. So, I guess maybe it's time to go ahead and come clean. What do you think?
All right. You come clean first.
Okay. So there are 23 full guitars.
Wow. Okay. I like it.
And, but there are also 3 bodies, 1 strap body. Yeah,
we're getting the full inventory.
1 strap body and a deluxe telly body.
We can't talk parts because we want to take up some time.
I'm giving kind of the broad strokes here.
I get it. Where you're going.
And then I got 3 guitar necks, right? So I got a Warmoth reverse headstock strap.
Okay.
Really nice. I've got a classic vibe telly neck.
Okay.
It was very, very nice. It's the whole vintage kind of look on it. And then I've got a left-handed Guitar Works for a strap.
Okay.
And so just random stuff. Now, but when you break it all down, here's how it breaks down. Are you ready?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. So I got 3 Strat style guitars.
Okay.
Okay. I've got 7 Telly style guitars.
Oh, you went deep. All right. You did guitar algebra.
But there are 5 that are actually in my rotation. The other 2 are, probably not staying long.
Okay.
There is 1 Mexican B bass hanging around here.
Okay.
There are 2 semi-hollow guitars.
And the Mexican B bass just came in because it had to, because it was just too good of a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
And it also is going to make you probably learn how to and buy some glue boost and do. It's so easy, dude. The glue boost, you just need to buy some. Especially that's a black guitar. Am I right?
No, it is a cream.
White. It's cream. Cream's probably going to be a little more difficult to match, but you'll be surprised how good it comes out. You're good at body.
No, we're going to fabric top that bass.
Oh, all right. You're going to chip all that stuff off and go to the wood. Yep.
Anyway, so we got the 2 semi-hollows, right?
Okay.
And then we got the completely hollow body Gretsch there behind me.
Do the 2 semi-hollows constitute 1 hollow?
No.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. I'm terrible at math.
Okay. There are 3 acoustic guitars hanging around here.
All right.
Okay. 1 SG.
Oh, gotta have it.
1 LP.
Okay.
Okay. There's an Explorer-shaped object hanging around here.
Right.
There are 2 LP Juniors.
Nice.
And the Warlock project we probably should finish at one point.
Probably, right? Yeah, no doubt.
So,
well, yeah, no, it's nice. I just, I think it's always great to have enough projects around to keep consistently be building your skill set out, right? Take what you have, but don't just fall into the rut of doing what you know good. Always push your boundaries to do more than what you currently do good and do other things, try other things. So, what was that comment you had up?
Oh, that was just Ben saying, "Why would I do finish repair?"
Oh, that's not, yeah. So that's exactly what I was just saying. Like to push yourself to do other things that other than what. But I completely get it. As soon as he said it, I'm like, yeah, chip that paint off there, throw some fabric on it. That's your deal. I get it. But I'm thinking from my perspective, if I had it, it's already a fender. Might as well just fix it and sell it. All
right. So what do you got? Because we 19. Know the numbers not accurate. I think it's after the comment of I didn't count that one. So
so that one's a little kid's guitar, the little kid's Squire, because it's in my bag. I've been taking it to work for the kids to play to School of Rock. So that one I hadn't had on the count, but I got 19 is what I count. Like as far as what's on Reverb and my personal collection, and that's even counting like my bass that I almost never play. It's 19 guitars. But my personal collection is usually 5 or 6, right? My dad's Strat, my brother's SG, my Red Carvin, my Lakewood, and my dad's Gibson acoustic. Those are that's my core, right? And then after that core, I have a few of my favorite Presleys that I keep around that are like the ones I like. This one here I like a lot. I kept that around. I haven't ever advertised that one.
Yeah.
And, I always have enough guitars around me that are good ones. And, I didn't tell you, I don't think I confirmed. I think we had talked, and I told you that I was going to be taking one of my guitars down to Bananas at Large to be held there for sale. We're doing it now. I got Presley Customs in Bananas at Large.
Very nice.
So, yeah, so that'll be fun, right? At least they're on the wall. People can walk in. He said that people often ask for local stuff. Hey, you got anything local? Anything from, smaller luthier? And so now they do.
There you go. And it's priced the way you want it?
$940, and I'm looking at, no, I'm going to make a little bit less than if I sold it on Reverb, but not that much less, maybe 10% less for having it local. But if you consider the fact that if they start selling more of them, and then it's nice to help your local community. And I didn't really bring in the factor when I was there at their shop to say, if people buy my guitars, if I can absorb clients as being their luthier, that's lucrative too, to help people with all their guitars and keep them playing nice, especially if they're, working musicians. So that's almost, you give somebody a guitar to be their luthier for the rest of their life. If you talk to, what I'm saying? Like Bo, if you're his luthier and you have a few people who have a lot, like Ryan takes his to luthiers, which is it's the call, especially if you got a job that you do well, that makes you money, that is what you do, and you can afford to just take it to the guy that does guitar all day, every day, and that's what they do. That's what you should do. You should know how to do stuff to keep it playing on stage, but you should just take it to I don't change my own oil.
Well, I kind of like that point. I like doing things myself, but I can see that point as well.
Right.
But let's go back into the chat and start seeing who's revealed what.
Yeah, what do we got? Let's get some reveals of.
You got Patrick Trites. He says, I've got 12 guitars. I always stop counting at 12.
Nice. No, I like that. Yeah. Just stop counting. Yeah, I know. Like, I didn't open the closet. I know there's a whole thing of parts in there. There's a telly body. There's a bunch of stuff. I'm not building it all, though. I can't build everything.
And I'm going through the other stuff that we've talked about as well. Like Time Surfing Alien says he's got more stands and guitars, so he needs to do more, right?
Right. Got to fill them up.
And Wayne McConnell says he's got, so many guitars he stopped counting. He likes to think of himself as a guitar lover. Okay.
Totally. Yeah.
And Michael Krause says, I have one more guitar than I had last Friday.
Ooh, Michael, what did you bring home?
Might be the best way to count them.
I like that. What'd you bring home? Come on, let me know.
And he also says we're a bad influence. Like we do our best.
No, I mean, life is a bad influence. If you get guitars in general are a very unique thing in the world because they satisfy so many different things for us. They satisfy us just sitting there and looking beautiful, right? They satisfy us when we play them in so many ways, when we hear them. So they get us from every angle.
Well, Ferd Burfel has 13 playable guitars at present, and he's got all the parts to build 3 more.
Nice.
So,
that's perfect.
He's coming up on 16 before we know it.
Yep. You almost want to take your time building them. Oh, shit. I didn't even think of that. I have that blue Strat body that took forever. I think I forgot about that body right when I got it. The one that took 2 years to come in, and then it came in. I didn't really love the blue sparkle. It's very light blue and very minimal sparkle. So it's kind of upset. So I think I may have hid that from me to not be disappointed, to not carry that pain. What I should do is I should advertise that on Reverb for sale because that's that's worth money. That's nice. It's worth money.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I'm thinking.
Okay, well, Matt from McCollum Music, he's got 20 playable guitars in various tuning, scale length, and before anyone asks, yes, 5 are in standard.
Nice. We got to play some Metallica now and then. That's what people always like, because I keep 1 in D standard and 1 in E standard next to, like, in my house where I sit and play in, not in the guitar studio. And then in the studio here, usually I'll have at least the 3 E standard, E flat, and then D standard. I don't really mess with dadgad and a bunch of diddly-do tunings, really. They're fun, though. Anytime somebody shows me one and I get to play their guitar in a cool tuning, I'm like, well, what kind of chords should I use? And they show me a couple things. I could just sit there for days doing it. Yeah.
Cushman NYC's got 22 as of this moment.
I love that. That's my lucky number, Cushman. 222 is my lucky number. 22 guitars. That's perfect. Yeah, I should push it up a little bit. I probably got 22 if I could, think about it. Mm-hmm.
And Ryan Hall says he's got 3, maybe 3.5 playable guitars.
3.5. Yep.
And my Ovation makes 4.
There you go. That's all you need.
Ovation, a guitar and a half to make up for the half.
Mm-hmm. And some guitars just play that well that they're a little bit more than a guitar. Mm-hmm.
And Earl said he just got his Sire H7F today, and it's a sweet hollow body.
Killer, yeah. The Sires are really good for the money. They're $700 or $800, I think, for something nice, and they are quality. They do need a setup typically, but they're good if you know how to set them up. Done. That's awesome. Good call.
Like that. Let's see. I'm looking for more numbers here.
I was looking at a 335 kit and about to pull the trigger on it, but there's some other stuff I kind of want to build first. I want to do a parlor style with P90s. Like a semi-hollow channel top, but a flat top, something easy, So it's an easy guitar body, but with a parlor style neck with the sideways tuners.
For sure. Well, Bo, he tried to count. He gave it his best shot, but he's only got 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Right. But you could bring a family member over and ask them to help.
Yeah. Tell everybody else to get their shoes off, and we'll see. We'll see if we can't come up with a solid number.
Yep. I mean, 19 is enough. It's like it's almost too many. Like 19 is like, what I want though is I want a guitar for my birthday. That's what I was saying. I was sad. There's a Carvin for sale. We pulled it up and it's still up for sale for $800.
Wow.
And I'm like, no, I don't want to go to Mexico. Yes, I want a Carvin.
Well, Ryan did recommend you don't drink the water too. So
nice.
Box Guitar Rock says he's at around 11 dozen.
What?
At the moment.
No.
The latest edition is an acoustic guitar that was owned by Gordon Lightfoot.
No, 11 of them. OTM? Is it DZM or OTM?
It says dozen. It's more fun to read it that way.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing an even dozen. An even dozen.
I know, but I like I like reading as 11 dozen. It's
all right. Well, I'm sorry because I can't read, and then I feel like I'm getting.
You're right. He is saying he's got an even dozen, but I was
11 dozen. I was like, holy shit! I can't even do that math.
I was having a little fun.
So that would be what is 11 dozen? It is 110. So that would be 11 of a 10, and then 11 times 2 is 22. So it'd be 132,
something like that.
Guitars. Well, you said 11 dozen. Now I need to know 132 guitars.
So he's at an even dozen, but
okay,
11 was more fun to go with.
Yeah, as opposed to an odd dozen. I love that. That's Scott. Yep, that's hilarious. Yep. So I get that all the time. Today we're studying. I think last week we touched on this. We're studying the elements, and I was like, kids, don't worry. We're only going to do this periodically, and there's just unlimited jokes in the periodic table. I'll tell you, all day.
Michael Krause has got 21. Hip is saying 22.
Oh, nice! Another 22. Hip. See, I say we were like.
Ryan is giving a number of 42.
Nice. Isn't that Tom? Not the Petty's, the Richard Petty's number 42. I think.
So we're getting some interesting numbers in here.
Fake news.
Saying 31. Maybe I'm misinterpreting these numbers because
31.
We know Ryan doesn't have 37 because he was just telling us he has 3.5, maybe 4.
But maybe he was trying to say 11 dozen is 37. He's as good at math as I am, or better.
I don't know.
Better, right? I think it was 132. Yeah.
Let's see. We missed so much of. We were so far behind in the chat.
Maybe that 37 was the guess of.
That's how. Some
how
of those
many in the Geo?
How many you had in the Geo Metro?
And 37 is probably the closest. I think it's the closest because 37 is very close. I think maybe that was the number. I mean, now that I said that, I built up all this tension around it. I guess if I'm honest, I don't remember, but I know it was more than 30. I know that for sure. I remember doing the math in my head and thinking, "Holy fuck!"
See, this is the problem when you get behind in your chat. And yes, for those that are that would like to know, there's a Water Buffalo meeting tomorrow, and it will start an hour behind our usual time. And yes, I will send Benjamin the link as soon as we get off of here.
Oh, nice. So an hour before the usual time, which is normally
an hour
after. So it's 5 p.m. Pacific.
Right. So instead of being at 1 p.m. Eastern, it is going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m. Pacific for everybody.
Okay. So
in the world, who all goes off of Pacific time, even Japan.
So Scott says he's got 3 guitars. He's got Kramer, Washburn, and Epiphone.
Nice. That's all you.
Following up that example from Sawa earlier.
That's all you need. Just need a couple. That's funny because, like, in my life, typically what I'm playing is usually 2 or 3 guitars. Right? That's all you really need.
So Bo says, "I've got 1 guitar." Psych. A couple more.
I got 1 guitar. Psych. Yep. No, I mean, that's the thing, is that they're a liquid commodity. You got to have more than they all serve different purposes and sounds, you know. Oh, what? I met Ed Roman in Vegas 2003. He gave me a full tour of his high-end guitars. Wow. That is mind-blowing. That's great. Well, you know what? Tours here at Presley Customs don't come cheap, boy. They don't take long either. But if you bring me a sandwich and and a Red Bull, we're talking quality.
So Blue Mox, he's got 10 players and 3 of them on Craigslist.
That's good. Keep the rotation moving, right? Let it be liquid. That's a good thing. I've got 10 or 9 on Reverb and 1 in the guitar store now, at local guitar store called Bananas at Large in San Rafael, California.
And Time Surfing Alien, he has 4 project guitars and 6 players.
Nice. So project guitars that you're doing stuff to, DSA, because that's cool. What kind of tools do you got, and what are you doing? Because it's always cool to join the group of Luthery. Even, you know, us who are just hacks that just do what we know.
So I think this might have been okay. So now, then they started getting into how many amps. The Fox asked, how many amps does everybody own? And
I love it.
Alien's got 4 amps.
Vox, can you start texting us on Thursdays?
Really?
Because that's when we need the ideas for the topics. Okay, Thursday is that when we're like, fuck, what do we talk about now? Guitars, we talked about.
And now Ryan's getting involved. How many Trans-Trems does everybody have?
0. I wish I had a Trans-Trem. Oh my gosh. So don't talk about that, Ryan. That's not fair. All right. Because, you know, it's like uncool of you to laugh at me in my Geo as you drive by in your Ferrari. No, I'm kidding. But that is something I would like and can use and know how could actually understand what I'm doing with it. What? A lot of people, Charles, wouldn't know what the fuck with a Trans-Trem going in and out of keys.
I certainly wouldn't.
Well, you would, because you know music. You've read music enough to know that you can drop down in the key and then you start at a different scale. And so then you can cover different tonality, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's just helpful in that way. It's going to make every song sound a little special. I like it. No trems. I do hardtails. So, use your hands, bend with your hands. But trans trems are cool. Can't deny that.
Yeah, Scott says no trans trems here. He's a Floyd guy.
Oh, I was looking at Floyd bodies. I was thinking, I haven't built a Floyd yet. Remember we were talking about pushing
That's true. That's
true. Like, haven't done a Floyd yet. I've done a lot of stuff. I did the set neck and I'm doing those now. So I'm gonna maybe start doing some Floyds and see if I can build one that actually stays in tune. It can't be.
So Michael B has 2 electrics, 2 basses, and 1 acoustical.
Yes, I counted my bass. And I always tell these kids when they're talking about guitars, basses are guitars. There's not.
And Ferd says he's reporting in no trans trems and no Floyds either.
No Floyds either. Okay. Yeah, the closest thing I have in the house that I could build with is I have a Kaler on a guitar that I didn't count in the 19 because it's a hunk of, it just needs to be disassembled for the trem.
Okay, so Blue Mox says, "Dang it, you made me count." And he says 7 of his 10 have Floyds.
Wow. That's a very interesting angle to get. That's fantastic. So I would have customers from time to time that were into it, dude, and they are into their shit and they dial their shit in. They would come in 4 guitars at a time. Here, I'm dropping off these 4. Oh, here's my Jacksons. Here's my Charvels. Here's, he'd bring in the annual. Fuck, these are all Friedman. Here's my 3 Friedmans. Set these up. And they all had like Floyds or floating trems and like really, and he's a shredder, can play. Yeah.
So it looks like Marcia Murray has 9 guitars, but he's looking to move 2 of them. At least
nice.
I imagine he's talking about guitars and not amps there. Could be anywhere at this point.
We could be, but
9 reporting in. He doesn't know how many guitars, amps, and pedals he owns. It's just too much. Too much math.
Too much math. So G plus A equals smiley face. Guitar plus amp equals happy.
And Patrick Trice is just reminding us that guitars are like Jell-O. There's always room for one more.
You can always have a little bit more. Yep. And they satisfy a human need for reward and for accomplishment of desire. You desire something, and when you get it, you feel a little bit better. Or if you're building something or fixing it, you feel a little bit better. So in that way, they're way better than sports cars. They're way better than boats. Like they're cheaper than a lot of other shit. Fuck, concert tickets will cost you more than a guitar nowadays. Try to go to the Rolling Stones with your wife and your son and tell me if you can't go get yourself a damn nice PRS instead.
Well, our buddy Zach Thong is reporting in. He has 8 guitars. He has 3 electrics and 4 steel string acoustics and a nylon classic.
So that is exactly 3.1 Rolling Stone shows.
There you go.
Right.
And let's see from there.
Sorry if I threw us off. Now I threw in the Rolling Stones.
He knows when to buy new guitars when he needs a string change.
Exactly. That's when I get a new car. But good thing the oil and the Geo has lasted for 85,000 miles. Just goes.
So Hober Rody is chiming in. He says, "I may budget a 5th guitar this year, mostly still buying amps and speakers and pedals."
Nice. Hey, Charles, what do you think if I did a video on my Geo Metro? Would it be the most viewed video on Presley Customs?
I guarantee you, this whole audience.
Holy shit! I never even thought about that. And just have the guitars as the Easter eggs, like sitting in the car, like as it shall be done. Wait. It shall be done.
You gotta love it.
That was good. That's probably why I had programmed that in earlier. I foresaw the need.
Figures he might text his daughter to find out how many guitars he has.
Why not? Make the kids useful. Make them work. We got I got my nephews up here. They're 7 years old. You know what I mean? 7 is old enough to start doing stuff. You can move stuff at 7. Your hands work, right? You can lift things at 7 years old. So maybe I get them polishing guitars, right? As long as I can get them to where they're not going to damage them. Something fun, Tomorrow we will play guitar loudly and with headphones on for them, but we will play to where it'll make their hair move for sure.
There you go. So Earl says he lost count around 45. Many are in climate controlled storage, all playable, many collectible.
Earl, this is you're talking my talk. That's fantastic. I mean, come now. We guys, where you guys show us this stat on the channel there? Is Earl rolling with some videos? Or we don't know. Earl, you're new to me, and I appreciate you being here because you seem to be like a very fitting member of the community, and that's fun to have other peeps around that got fucking closets full of guitars, and they're like, yep, and I make sure it's climate controlled because I know what that Gibsons freak out, dude. Gibsons freak out when they're not climate capped.
So Ben just reminded you, just for the Water Buffalo meeting, yes, it's 11 a.m. Pacific.
Oh shit, yeah. See, I'm terrible at math. Yeah, doing math hurts.
And Josh Tanberg's here in the chat. Well, hello there.
What up, Josh? Talk about workshops.
Let's see.
Yep. I mean, I think 19 anywhere between 5 and 25.
So Josh is going to be the guest on Ben Combs this Sunday, and so he is. So he was spending some time. He's a little late because he was spending some time trying to get a webcam without a watermark in it, and so looks like
webcam. Oh, so it's in the webcam. Interesting.
Right, it's like one of those virtual things that the place.
Oh yeah, they give you but it says loop camera or whatever it is on the little. Yep, that's a thing.
Yep.
Huh. So I would say anywhere between 5. Let's say if you got 2 or 3 guitars, you're probably looking at maybe getting a couple more. And if you got 25 guitars, you might be getting more, or you might be like, all right, I got enough. I mean, no, it's not enough. 25 is not enough. I mean, let's be real. If I had unlimited funds, I would probably have a guitar collection of around 200 guitars. If it was unlimited. If I say like I invested properly or I developed something and boom, holy moly, Presley made it big. I would buy I wouldn't buy $4 million guitars, but I would buy a lot of cool guitars. And I do guitar philanthropy.
For sure. Well, Josh Tanberg is reporting in that, just wait. And he's going to be less than 2 hours away from Tolman in Germany. But until then, he is currently rocking 2 acoustics and 9 electrics.
Which is a perfect zone, especially if you know you're going to be moving.
And hello there, Arf. How you doing?
What up, Arf? I love that Charles Schultz drawing.
Yep. You gotta love it. Hobo Roadie says, not counting his preamps, power amps combos were sub-gig sized. He counts 36 amps here.
That's amazing, Hobo. And you know that amps are a thing. And amps are a desire because they have you can change your tone. So I'd love to come to that studio and just plug in, walk over with one, with 1 or 2 guitars that you love, and and just plug into a bunch of amps and have some fun. That's something I don't really do is enjoy. That stopped, I think, of the pandemic, going out and plugging in at guitar stores and sitting there and trying stuff. I just haven't really messed with that. But maybe get out there and do it a little bit more, have some fun, play some amps.
Nice. Well, they're having fun now because they want to see a video of you stacking guitars into the Geo.
Ooh, and yes.
I love this comment here from Blue Mox. You could squeeze oil off the dirty guitars and top off the oil on the Geo.
Totally. That oil is good for 85,000 miles.
A little bit update from Zach. He's got 8 guitars, 3. Oh, we already read this. Okay, but he added on the amp info. Okay, so he's got two Fender Frontman 25 amps, Fender Acoustic Sonic 150 as well. So
So with the 2 Fender front, and you could basically do a wet, dry, wet. That'd be fun.
And Paul says he's got too many guitars considering he can't play. Well,
that's a Paul. Come on, man. Can't play.
That is just a way to challenge yourself to play by having more.
CAGED. I felt a little bit. I felt accomplished this week because I finally got switched into my music class at the high school, and I saw that our special needs kids were kind of relegated to a corner, and they're like, here's the shakers, and and I was like, everybody else is playing a guitar, everybody else is cool, so I was like, no, hold on, no, we're not doing this. You're doing a bass, you're doing a guitar, and you're doing keyboard. And so we got up. And bro, I'm telling you this much, with a few color stickers, and they're playing 3 or 4 chord songs anyway. So I'm just going boom, boom, boom with the stickers, and the kids caught on probably quicker than the other kids. And we're like jamming along. And before we knew it, when they stopped and we kept going, they were like, what? And I was like, yep, that's what we do. It was an accomplishment because these kids were looking, all they wanted to do was play a guitar or play a bass because the cool kids are playing them. And they're like, here, play the shaker. That's not cool. So
we got some additional comments in the Geo Metro coming here. Bonkers is reporting in. He's got 7 electrics, 1 acoustic, 1 bass.
0 Geo Metros.
And Ben says, when you shoot that video, don't make it in vertical mode. It's impossible to watch on a computer or a TV. And Josh Tanberg says, how many guitars can one fit in a Geo Metro? The world must know.
The world must know. Hey, Ben, that's good to know because I didn't think about going vertical. Okay, good, keep going.
Oh, and one thing I want to say while I'm looking at Mitch, what in the Mitch Heyman's going on here?
Right.
Charles Green is going live right after us.
So we're off right when, because
Charles be off right at 9 because him and Mitch are going live right at right after.
Nice. What do they got? What is it?
You head over there.
What is it called? What in the Mitch Heyman?
No, it is the Charles Green Show. We're rocking with Chuck and Mitch on Friday. So
all right. Well, I guess we do know what in the Mitch Heyman is going on around here. Around the end of the hour, he's going to be shredding with Charles Green.
Yeah, that's right.
He's down in Los Angeles, if I'm not.
No, wrong. He's actually over in North Carolina.
Oh, well, I'm completely wrong. I always hear him talking stories about
and he used to be did live out in Los Angeles and was, the bouncer at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And
that's what it is.
That's why you have it, because all the stories are focused around that.
I used to be, and I was down there. I worked in West Hollywood, which is 5 miles from the Whiskey A Go, or 3 miles from the Whiskey, for many years, and I knew that zone. And so when he talks about it, although I was never cool, I never went into those clubs and hung out or did anything. I was a hang glider pilot at the time, so I cared nothing about rock and roll. I may have picked up a acoustic guitar and, because I always knew my chords and could sing when we would hang out, but I wasn't into it. I was flying, which was the deal at the time.
So I'm going to go ahead and I am pasting in the link for the Charles Green Show coming up right after ours.
That was unsuccessful. I tried to paste our own link to get one more person on with me the other night, and I couldn't do it. How did you just grab it and paste it?
Yeah, I can just grab it and paste it in the chat.
I think I have a problem grabbing and pasting with the laptop.
Right there, no problem.
I saw that, and that's why I'm wondering about your technical wizardry, and I'm asking you because it is. I'm not good at grabbing and copying with the little mouse pad. If I have a mouse, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Pad, it's like myrrh.
But check out, Seth.
Okay.
Check this out. This is the thumbnail for the show. Isn't that not awesome?
Hell yes, that's awesome. That's shredding. That's great. Although it should be a Presley. It looks like a Presley. It looks kind of like a Presley.
I don't know. There isn't one volume and one tone.
I know that's true. That's true.
See how
he does have a Charles. He does have a cloth top, right? He's got the.
He does. Daddy does.
Probably be shredding that tonight. That's great.
But look at this. I mean, this is. I'm guessing this is the work of Mitch Heyman. This is just wonderful. I love it.
That is graphically designed, is what I would say. That is
that is a T-shirt waiting to happen. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean that's really cool. I wish I could. I mean, I don't know if AI is helping you out or if you got access to some kind of computer thing that's helping you do it, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, just amazing. Hello to Dwight Bailey coming in the chat.
Dwight in the chat. Nice. So Dwight, how many? Give us your count, brother. Let me know. It's okay.
Dwight Bailey, there is, and everything in Dwight's collection is beautiful.
Yeah. So and you can lie. It's okay. I said 19. You know, probably 19, somewhere around there. I mean, probably 19.
That's right. That's right. Times for feeling, and that was the plan.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that'd be a great T-shirt for sure because it's eye-catching. I don't know if I want that on my guitar per se, but it's cool. Hell yeah. I need to make my Presley T-shirts. That's something that I keep flaking on doing because that'd be a cool shirt to have.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Why not? Right?
Oh, yeah.
$600 each. Sorry. Did I tell you about the guy that started up his guitar company and he did a GoFundMe?
Dishing it out here. He's got 24 guitars.
Nice. The guy started up his GoFundMe to start his guitar company, and he's like, "Buy a shirt." I think I told you about it because I was fuming about it for a while. But I was like, GoFundMe? Go build some fucking guitar. Then GoFundMe to start my company. And it was like, buy a shirt, and the $100 donation got you a shirt. I mean, I said to Sarah, I said, if I see anybody wearing one of those shirts, it's going to be hard for me not to slap them. Like, but I will do it in my mind. I'll go like this, like with my eyes. So, because I mean, come on, $100 for a shirt, but all right, that's just me being hateful and wrong. I'll take it back, Charles, because I want him to succeed and all that. But a GoFundMe for start your guitar company. Come on.
You know, you gotta make something first before you start asking people for money. I just think,
right, or just make something and sell something, and then make another something. And then sell something, and then somebody will say, "Whoa, these are freaking goods. Maybe we should go fund him by buying the guitars."
Our buddy Dwight Bailey here is reporting in. He has about 24 guitars.
Nice.
And I just want to say to Dwight, I hope he's taking very good care of my guild.
Nice. Yep. Oh God. 24 is a good number. That was the number I was saying, between 5 and 25. That's perfect.
So Blue Mox is asking, what's the average cost for one of your builds?
If I do a kit, the kit delivered to my house is around $200. I always add quality Bartolini pickups that are around $165 each, so they can add another $300, so you're up to $500. I usually upgrade the tuners from the basic tuners that come with it. So you have, better than the kit tuner if the hardware requires it. That's another $50. Then I get a case. So that's another $100. So you're about $650 into between $600 and $750 in parts. And then, a typical build, a set neck build, if I'm doing the finish work on it and all that, that's probably 10 to 15 hours of work. If I'm just assembling a Strat and then doing a full time with it kind of thing to make sure it's golden, then that's probably a 8-hour thing in total. Probably a little less. You can probably bang out the build in 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, but you want to have time with it to see what uncovers, because guitars that have problems do happen, and you want to try to get ahead of that. Sometimes they happen within the first week. What you hope not happens is that it happens 3 months down the road and something goes wrong, and then you're like, fuck, because you can't do anything. So you try to have it for a while and play it a lot and see if anything's going to rear its head and fix it and then send it out. That's why I own all my guitars that I sell. If you own one of my guitars, I owned it for a while too.
Nice. Well, I'm excited because I posted a video last night.
Nice. We gotta. I actually have to go watch that after the show. Once the kid goes to go.
We have decided to go ahead and really truly embrace the whole Dr. Fabric top theme here, and so I had recorded 3 possible new entries into.
I remember that
as intro into that, and sent it around and asked my friends for opinions. And the most common comment of all of it that I got was, "Hey, you need to get yourself a stethoscope." And so we did.
Okay.
And then we reshot the entry several times, and then decided to go ahead and incorporate that into the first video on the Telecaster I'm doing for my brother.
Right.
And so if you haven't seen it yet, go on over there, check it out. It's gonna be a great series.
Charles.
Here you go.
Because they make your eyes look so good. If you have these.
Oh, but I'm excited because it's been it's been too long since I completed the Charles Green guitar, and I haven't really been in the workshop other than things here and there. But we are back on the table with instruments now. So
nice. Yeah, I've been busy too. I've been back in work, and I haven't been in the workshop much. But hopefully, guitar starts selling down at Bananas at Large. Hobo Roadie. And they start ordering more through me. I told them that I would like to start trying to do a Bananas at Large logo on the back of them. But if somebody buys that Presley down there at $940, it sure would make me look good. same price as Reverb. Although if it's a show member, I would hook them up. But anyway, I'm just saying it's a good guitar.
And I wanted to say just one more time, here's the link for the Charles Green show that's coming up here in 3 minutes, and we're going to get out of his way to sit there and go ahead and do that. We won't end on time.
Is that the same link that came from me too?
Yep, that's the same link.
Ooh, fancy.
And so we go ahead and we put that in there, and so go ahead and join them over there when we finish here.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Anything you want to talk about for you that you've got coming this week?
Well, I mean, I just feel like my last playing some Presleys was kind of, so I did a failure like 2 weeks ago. It's terrible because my audio problems and all that, and whatever. It was really bad. So you can't go anywhere but up from there. But we didn't go very far up last week because I did a vertical stream, and I was just doing a setup on this guitar.
Yep, it was a good video.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. I mean, I was just hanging out doing, and what was the problem was I was having a problem just listening to music, which is like a life thing. Maybe people will enjoy that kind of content, but it was just like frustrating because I couldn't get my damn thing to play. And then I got a bunch of copyright strikes out of the blue, which doesn't affect me at all because I'm not monetized, but it's just a pain because you have to go back and do something before that your video can be out there for people to see. It's silly, but I have fun doing that setup. That guitar is fun. I took it upstairs and played it through my other amp, and it just it's fun to play. That Invader, the Duncan Invader, sure does do a thing. It definitely does a thing.
All right, so things to sit there and go ahead and remember that Charles Green's coming up right after us here.
What are you doing?
Is going to be on with Ben tomorrow night.
And you on Sunday?
Sunday night, rather, excuse me.
Sunday?
And the Water Buffalo meeting will be at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Yeah. And as soon as we get off here, I am going to go ahead and schedule that and get the link over to Ben and to the usual suspects.
Nice.
Because it would be nice to see
Sunday, what are you doing? Chatting?
Sunday, I am still working on my guest. We're having a little bit of communication back and forth. So we'll work on it. I will have a guest if it's
nice.
Myself and I.
Well, we're lucky as a community because everybody that's hung in for this amount of time gets to hear the song. And the song is something that just happened. It happened when I had COVID, and I know the riff is a little bit stolen, but God damn it, if that song didn't come out okay. Right? I mean, for a theme song.
It is an earworm for sure.
All right. Grab your computer, grab your phone. It's about to code down 1 volume, 1 tone. Come on. That is directly through the universe that just came to me. It was like, boom, here it is, everybody. Enjoy.
And here it is.
Come on, people. Charles and me. About to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down. One volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me. We're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down. One volume.